My name's Doug Kelsey. I'm retired military. I spent 20 years in the United States Navy. I've been retired for 40 years, so currently live in Sun City, Arizona. I lived in Escanaba, Michigan, and I graduated from high school and came down to Milwaukee, and we had a lot of agonizing as to what to do. I mean, Barb's pregnant, and she knew of this program the Lutheran Church had in Milwaukee for unwedded mothers. So we decided that was the way to go. And what they did back then, Barb went to work in a doctor's home doing light housekeeping, and they had some children, so nanny worked until the baby was born. And then she was put up for adoption. So I knew when she was born, but after that, no idea.
I'm Julie Dodge, and have always lived here in southeastern Wisconsin, Milwaukee. My husband Larry and I have lived out here in Oconomowoc since '86. So Lake Country is home for us, and of course Hope is our home. I was 3 months old when my mom and dad adopted me, and never really had a desire to search for my birth parents at all. When they put me up for adoption, to me that's an act of love that you do for a baby. And so I had thought about it occasionally, but put it off for years and years. Larry's always been more curious than I have. And he bought me the Ancestry DNA kit for Mother's Day last year. And I was real open to it and ready at this point. I had bucked against it for years, and it just seemed like the natural thing to do. Initially, I had contacts it was cousins on my mother's side of the family, and they knew the history between my birth mom and dad. And so they were able to point me in his direction. And so I knew where he was, I knew where he lived, and I knew the backstory. And then all of a sudden one day I looked and I had a young man pop up as a match, and it was like nephew or closer as far as the degree of connection. And so it's like, okay, this is it. And I reached out and he got us in touch.
And my son called me and I said, yeah, okay. It was, everything clicked, and Julie included a telephone number in case somebody wanted to call.
I had just been sitting there trying to compose an email to send to him to introduce myself via email, and you think, oh, should I write this or should I write that, or if I say this, and then all of a sudden the phone rings. It's like, yay, I don't have to do the email. Yes. We said hello.
Yeah, and it was.
The conversation just flowed. And I think we even talked, I don't know, a long time, that first conversation. Found out we had read the same trilogy of books, liked the same reading material and interests and things.
Tremendous amount of stuff in common.
Some good, some bad, but it's all that makes us the people we are.
Yes. Well, here we are, and I mean, it's been very easy. It's for me, like we've known each other forever, even though our physical relationship has been much less. But it's been gratifying, and I've got to get a plug in for Larry. We have a great relationship. It's just this whole thing has been great.
Yeah. If I would have known it was that easy, I probably would have done it a lot sooner.
I wish you would have.
Yeah. So do I. Dad came up for my birthday in January.
It's January 12th, 2020. Julie and Larry asked me if I'd like to go to church with them. And normally I would have said, that's okay, you guys go ahead, and when you come home, be all right. And I said, okay. And I actually found myself singing. I have not been involved in church for 60 years. And this is just, I'm on kind of a new journey, and this is part of it, and to see where it goes. I've got a ways to go, probably a long ways to go, but I really feel that my heart is in a good place, but my attitude's changing. I think I'm a better person. Still got a long ways to go, but we're working on it. And Hope Church is helping me too. So
I can't imagine not having him in my life at this point. And it's only been just over a year. So like I said, we have been truly blessed in this relationship.
My name is Doug, and this is my daughter Julie.
And I'm Julie, and this is my dad, Doug.